What up, everybody? It's Breeze with Rolling Free TV. Been a minute. Just kidding. Seen y'all yesterday with the part 1 of the USA Come With Me, right? Hey, so shout out to Deathcore. Shout out to Prestigious _ Lab. Shout out to Outlaw Archive. Shout out to all of the Rolling Free crew, the members of this party we got going on here. This is it. This is where you're gonna get it. This channel's popping. You guys know where to go. Rolling Free TV, homie. We got a Venmo going now that has $1 in it. This goes towards gas money and just supplies. I got a big interview I got to get to this month. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna trip out when this thing pops off. Got some other stuff cooking up. Hey, so where were we? I believe we were pulling up to the event, to the site. We'd already been through all the states and the stops, and this is where we're getting to. Bum, 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 bum. How many did I say? 70 people? Pull up into this event. There's already 1,000, 2,000 Hells Angels there. It's cracking. Big balloons, bottles, titties, I don't know. It's got everything. You're looking around. This looks like Hell's Angel amusement park because it's where they all meet up once a year. They have a bunch of fun. It's dope. All right. So, hey, we're pulling up into this place. There's all these people. You got to find a spot to park the bikes. You got to get off. I don't know what happened, but whoever I was riding behind, we ended up pulling this. Okay, let me give you the breakdown of the site. Huge hotel, probably giant L-shaped hotel, gigantic, with the walkway all around it, right? And it's right on the water. We're on the East Coast, Virginia Beach somewhere. It's right on the water, but it's like a river. There's a big long bridge there. I don't know where the hell we are, right? At this point, like I said, I've been up and I've been at them. So we pull up into the hotel, find a spot. Somehow we ended up going around to the back. Like there wasn't parking, so we parked in the grass by this big tent they had set up where they were doing food and hanging out and doing stuff like that, right? So you can't make this stuff up. Before we even get off the bikes, well, before I got off my bike, this other prospect gets off his bike. I don't even know what's going on. I turn around, one of our dudes is boxing, straight just duking it out with one of the Chicago dudes that I was talking about. You know, that dude had it cracking, and all weekend he was getting himself into some muck. So, dude, we get off. Luckily, our guy's a great fighter. Beats the bark off this dumbass. Our president's like already had parked and went up, and they're up at the cheering in their underwear. Washington! Hey, that was one time we won something, right? Not like me getting my ass whooped in Fresno. Almost had it. Hey. We get there, there's already a fight. That just cracks it off. They automatically give you orders. These USA runs are where every charter in the United States, mostly everybody's going to go. So they pick a big-ass property or hotel or whatever they're going to do. We trade off with the East Coast, West Coast, and they go there and they get with the program. They party, dude. It's I don't know. I don't even know what to call that. I seen it all, man. And you got all the dudes you've met throughout the way. Hey, yo, what's up? You know, everybody, hey, you're excited to see people. And then it's like, get to work. You go up to this huge chart. You know what? What is there? Probably 300 prospects there. Big chart. These are your duties. I'm security guy, dog. I don't want to be behind the grill. I don't want to be chauffeuring somebody around too much if I don't have to. I just like to look out and I don't know. I like to be security, man, because then, like, you get to chill, but you keep your head on a swivel, get into it when you need to. It's a pretty cool job, and you get props for it when it cracks. So I'm looking for security detail. I find like 6. I'm good. You have to fill out, each prospect needs to fill out X amount of squares. I get my security squares. Honestly, I think I found all security ones. I was stoked because there's barbecue, there's shuttles, there's all kinds of crap you could find yourself doing that I don't want to do. But the problem with the security detail is like, look, if you show up to your detail 5 minutes late, even 1 minute late, that other prospect right there, you're fighting. You're fighting. So I wasn't late to any. I did see hella prospects box at that one. This was I don't know what USA run they're on now. This was USA 75, I believe, and it had to be close to 10 years ago. We're taking it way back. So there's bikes everywhere. These dudes are pulling up in big old semi trucks. There's party vans. There's the old dinosaurs like falling over trying to put their pop-up canopies up next to their van. I'll run over there, help them out. Stop and talk with a legend. A lot of security, dude. I had my head bald as I'm going these days. And my whole body, dude. So from riding from the first part 1, I told you, my leather vest has shrank up into one of the little tiny ant vests they like to wear now. It's like leather, and it's freaking turning white. It's sweaty. I don't have a shirt on under it, and I am just burnt and covered in just all kinds of stuff. It's been a long ride, and the members keep saying, "Dude, you need to put on some sunscreen." I'm like, I'm already cooked. Leave me alone. I'm on security, dog. Do you need something? Like, shit. Spray some on there. But, I tried to... I could make shit happen as a prospect. I tried to stay busy, keep a trash bag in your back pocket, pick things up, ask people what they need. Do it up, dog. I thought I was doing a pretty good job, but you get haters along the way. Anyways... At these big runs, there's like restaurants, so you got to eat at some point. They give you these tickets. We already all paid a certain amount to be there, to get a room, our little food ticket. When you're going to get the food, you're going to have to eat with these legends and stuff, and like nobody likes prospects. I don't know why, but if you're a prospect and you have to go past some dudes, they're usually talking some smack. You know what I mean? So, at the time, I don't know if I told you guys, but I got a homie. I don't know where you are, dog. If you see this, it was my homeboy Junior from Seattle. And when he ended up leaving the club or whatever, I just never talked to him again. It was one of like my best homies. And we were thugging, dog. When there's two bad mother effers and you know it and you're cruising together and everything's going good and you can work the system together as prospects, like, hey bro, go fucking take a 2-hour nap, I'll cover you. If somebody asks, you're on a mission, like, go to bed, right? Or just back, whatever we could do, homie. It's always good to have a homie in the program that helps you. I don't know if anybody's ever said that, but in Washington, there was like 14 prospects. So if you could find a homie or two in that group to help along instead of try to trip each other up, it was pretty tight. So yeah, we are cruising around. We're team. We got our lunch tickets. We've been eating those things that start with an A that dorks eat to stay up and do their homework, and a lot of them, a big old thing of them. Like Naked and Afraid, dog. I probably lost 25 pounds on that run in 2 weeks. It was a 2-weeker. We're at the lunch place, dude. Guess who's comes stumbling through? Uncle Todd. Always picking on people. Finds the biggest dude he can see, pulls his hair, finds the biggest prospect, tickles him, comes up and says some crazy shit to me because he acts like he's never met me before. Then I get to surprise him. And It's a trip, dude. I got to sit next to a legend from New York, and I sit down, and my president just so happens to be in there. He sits down with the legend from New York, so you got a West Coast, East Coast, two legends sitting there enjoying their damn lunch, and me and the homie try to sit down, and we're just like jail eating, bro. Just get this down and get out of here and go do our jobs. And the legend from New York goes, "Oh, what? You let your prospects sit down and eat?" And we're just like, God. And look over at him, and our president goes, "They're doing all the work, aren't they?" And he's like, "You're right about that." So we got to finish our meal, hop up, you just see people from everywhere. Dudes from Chicago are coming through. There's like some dudes from the East Coast. We get up, we get out of there. We finish the day out. I think it's like a 3-day event. So we already know, just like at home, it's a weekend. We are not sleeping. And especially at the Prospect Olympics, we're not sleeping. So at one point, one night, my dad's always on a sick one. He decides we took off a front end. We took a front end off a bike at the hotel. We took like the bricks off the hotel garden and set them under the bike. Took the front end off, changed a bunch of shit, put it on. We had some big burly dudes from the East Coast come up to us like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "We're tricking this thing out before we head back. It's gonna fall off if we don't." And they're like, "Hell yeah." And dude, my pops had he had cut out a part of my bike that you're supposed to take off, like the whole left side of the bike to get to all that shit. And he took a pocket knife and banged it out with a hammer and carved the bike, and then took the stator out, I believe. Took that out. We got a new one. We found a little bike shop, dude. We were doing all kinds of crazy stuff. They have tents at the event where you can pull your bike in or whatever and get it worked on. But my pops is a mechanic. I know a little bit my way around a wrench, but I'm not that into it. I'd rather have someone do it if I'm being honest, but I know the stuff. You know what I mean? So we're like tweaker taking apart bikes in front of thousands of people at some points. There's a super legendary charter from Southern California, right? And I'm not going to say any names. And they had a lady of the night there that they probably brought there all the way from where they came from, dog. But she had this little tiny speck of a splinter in her finger. And they were on a sick one. And the homeboy that I'm talking about that I'm running around with is like a medic, badass medic. He's badass, all kinds of stuff, dude. Little sawed off, solid dude. But she has this little splinter. So they thought it would be a good idea to just, get like the sharpest thing you could. Take a piece out of that and just run it all the way down. Peel that thing open like a little fish. Well, that didn't go so good. And they needed a medic in the room. So they're like asking around, who's a medic? Guess what? My homeboy's a medic. Let's get in there. We see this. She's like, I had a splinter. We're like, cool. Let's see the splinter. And we go over the kitchen sink and open it. And that thing just... She opened the towel and stuff. It opened like that. I'm just like, holy shit. And you can't be like, oh, fuck, your finger. You have to be like all cool and calm. I was like, whoo. I couldn't take it. I turned around. My homeboy fixed it, stitched it up. I bet she has a nice finger. Put a big old thing on it. When they were waving goodbye, she's like, bye, waves to us. She's got this freaking huge thing on her hand. Like, shout out to her. Shout out to those homeboys. Those are legends, dog. That was one of the trippiest things I ever seen. Just to be honest, I was like, God dang. Know when to say when, right? The USA run is sick. We get to do all kinds of stuff. We meet the other prospects, man. We meet people. Some of those prospects that I met are presidents now, man. Shout out to them. And You meet a lot of people. You see a lot of like the sickest bikes. These dude, everybody has a fairing on the front of their bike. They put the lower fairings, shocks, exhaust, paint jobs, big old bars. Some of the bikes are sick as hell that these guys roll up on. I'm just trying to think of like other things that happened on USA Run. This is gonna be, I want to tell you guys about the party. You guys kind of it's a big biker party, crazy stuff's going on, and I'm gonna get into the ride home. I was gonna save it maybe for a part 3. I don't know if I want to do that to you guys. I might, because I get busted in Sturgis, dog. So I'll probably tell that story tomorrow. I'll keep going on a little bit about USA Run right now, but look out for part 3. Part 3 will be the last one, and it's going to be about the ride home, and I got busted. So, hey, shout out to Deathcore, shout out to prestigious_labs. Go make yourself a little order. Shout out to Outlaw Archive. Check him out on Instagram. We're there, right? We are there. And I think a little stupid things to do, like I'll go get some ice. There's a McDonald's across the street. Don't forget, right? The main part I probably forgot to tell you guys, when we pulled in and there's thousands of Hells Angels everywhere, there's 200 cops with cameras around the premises. Like, they're not hiding. They're not trying to make you think they're bikers. These fools are fully decked out. FBI, DEA, whatever the hell their shit says on their stupid windbreakers. They're suited and booted too. And a lot of people were flipping them off. Every time I was doing these under the waist, just, stupid. But every time you go in and out, that whole thing I'm talking about is like a property. There's only one way in. There's probably some weird back way out, but this is mainly one way in place, and they are all at the door. So I was thinking of like silly stuff to do, man. I'm bored. It's not my turn to go on a watch yet. I kind of have a little free time. I'm like, I'm gonna go get some ice cream and bring it to one of the older members. Go over there, see all the cops staring at us, get some ice creams, walk them across. Dude, one of the OGs is chilling in his room. And like I said, they all see each other. They give each other gifts, dude. Hey, big old death head. Big old gold death head ring with ruby eyes. Just like the sickest thing you ever seen. It was me and the homeboy Chris that I had on here from Alaska. We were in a room with the OG. He was showing us some gifts that he got. Man, we were tripping. Dog. It was cool. And we were happy to see each other, man. We had some ice cream real quick. And then we got back out there and got to work, dude. These are like huge events. And you don't want to be late to nothing. The prospects only get X amount of hours to sleep. You're not going to, is how I look at it. But if you sleep in the hotel and you wake up late and you watch. If all of the prospects are going to have it timed to where we go back to whatever hotel we're at. If we're not at the event, there's a hotel down the street, we're there. And if you get up late, the other prospects are leaving you. This is like important to them. Everybody has to go on a USA Run at least during prospecting and to hella clubhouses wherever you're at. So they're all going to be pissed. So I ride back to the hotel with these fools. I'm up, dude. I'm in the pool with girls trying to party, and freaking members are tripping on me and my prospect homeboys that snuck into the pool. Whatever, dog. We're just like, leave us alone. What are you, the fucking Hells Angel police, homeboy? Get out of here. They're like, where are you supposed to be? Right where I'm at, dog. We'll be partying. I partied all night. It's time to leave. We all get down there, get to our bikes. You're supposed to we need to take off. And one of the homies is up there out cold, dog. And I'm like, I'm not leaving him. I don't give a shit. But so everyone else decides we'll wait like 5 more minutes. Somebody runs up there, blasts through his door, punches his ass, wake him up, get dressed, get your shit. We gotta go. He's come stumbling down with one damn shoe on. And he's late, dog, but he's got his helmet on. He's got one shoe, one glove. He's hungover, dude. He's all tired. He's in the back. We're ripping. I decided to be a wrangler that day, retard wrangler in the back. So I'm watching these fools. Just everybody is riding like shit. We're all exhausted, no sleep, and we get into town, dude. Two prospects. A bunch of members are pulling out of this gas station, and we're like ripping. So they need to slow down. Our pack of prospects slows down. One doesn't see the other one. Smacked him, dog. Big ass dude on a brand new road glide. Smacked into another prospect. The one dude that smacks into him goes down, face drags the concrete. You know what it is. What a dumbass. Whatever, dog. I still like that guy, but that was a bad move. Crashes into the homeboy. The homeboy does damn 2 backflips. Lands the worst possible way you can on your neck in the middle of the street, dog, in front of 100 Hell's Angels. Now our prospect just all crashed, and like literally the front half of the pack just like kept going, doesn't even care about us. They probably didn't even see that 2 homies crashed. That's how it is. I pull over, the other homies pulled over, and he's like trying to help the other one. And the one that did 2 backflips is like, dog, get the fuck away from me. He can't move. He's stuck like this, but he's telling that dude, get the fuck away from me, you stupid mother. You know, he's the one that hit him. So I grab homeboy by his leather vest, and I just slowly drag him out of the street, dog. And there was a little grass hill. I dragged him up there, and I set him on it. Probably saved his damn life, and told the other dude, just like, man, just go do whatever, because obviously this fool, you guys don't need to be talking right now. So that messed him up. That messed that dude's neck up bad for a long time. I bet it's still jacked up. So he's like this. He has to go to the hospital, and he comes out like this. The whole rest of the ride that I'm going to talk about, the ride back, it's just as gnarly as the ride there, maybe worse. Worse for me because I got arrested. So, they leave us there. They left. That was like another big eye-opener for me. It's like, damn, dude, I ride across the country with these dudes. I'll take a bullet for these dudes, give one, do whatever. And homeboy crashes right here, and I pull over to help him, and everybody else just, fuck you, into the sunset, dog. And that's a life lesson you'll learn. And they rode off into the sunset on us. Hey, I think that was the day we were. Even worse, it was right about when we were about to take off. That was like at the end of the run. We go down there, dude. Make it down there. Half of our charter left without us, and maybe like 2 cool members stayed back for us dumbasses that were all doing the accident thing. They waited for us, dude, and then we took off as a separate pack, and now we have to ride back 3,000 miles, 3,500 miles home. But other than that, the USA run is pretty cool, man. It's a gathering. All the homies are there. They're having a good time. They're sharing stories. You're going to see people that are legends that you read about, you see on the TV. It's a trip, dog, and it's just some kind of like feeling, when you're doing stuff like that and being on a bike, and just, it definitely comes with some kind of good feeling, and that's why people do it, just like dope. Straight up. It's a high. There's an East Coast, West Coast football game. Or baseball. Which one is it? I think it's baseball. They play baseball. They make jerseys, West Coast, East Coast. They go out there. It's old men and youngsters. Pa! In some park, dude. People are tripping. I went to it. It was pretty cool, I don't think baseball's that interesting, but that game was. And you see East Coast versus West Coast. Some of these people have grown up in the club since they were like born. So it's crazy to see that too. Is like the youngsters that like they're there, their dad's there, their uncle's there, their cousins are there. It becomes like a big family thing, man. It's pretty cool, that aspect of it. But more than anything, the USA run is like a badass party show out. Every charter's riding there. Everybody's going to be there. Everyone's going to have their own adventure there and getting back. And I told you guys how I got there. I told you guys how the party was. I made it out with all my front teeth. Even at one point, dog, I had to run to a hardware store and there was a prospect doing a wheelie down an alley, almost ran my ass over. Just crazy, crazy shit goes down. So, you know what? I told you guys about the ride. I told you about the place. Now let me tell you about the ride home tomorrow, part 3. Don't miss it. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell. I need all that stuff hit up on here. You guys gotta help the channel keep growing and rolling, dog. I love telling these stories. I have so many of them you wouldn't believe. If you like what you see, please hit that like button. Big shout out. Big shout out to my homie, the Hermit on the Hill. He just sent me the ultimate care package I've gotten in a long time. Hey, shout out to prestigious_labs because they just hooked me up with some super cool stuff. Hey, it helped out the whole family. Shout out to Outlaw Archive, man, Mr. Nur, for everything you do for me, dog, in the background. I really appreciate you. And hey, shout out to the Rollin' Free crew, the members of this channel. I don't know how I'm going to thank you guys or what we need to do. I'm going to do that full DVD, no cut, no commercial BS for y'all as a member thing, and I'll start trying to think of some member stories to tell. The memberships mean a lot. If you get one of those, it helps me every month. You know, the pigeons appreciate it. The iron pigeon appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys, man, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to my stories, man, and catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.